Good afternoon, freedom lovers, Queenslanders and Great Australian Party members. Welcome to episode 9 of Journey to the Top. Today is Tuesday, the 25th of March, 2025. And what a great day it is, because today was the day that Dr. Maile Trinh stuck it to the evildoers in the Healthcare Complaints Commission in the Tribunal down in Sydney today, where they are pursuing her for doing the allegedly illegal thing of prescribing ivermectin as a treatment for COVID crises during the scamdemic. And even though her witnesses have testified, even the government witnesses have testified that Dr. Maile Trinh, the suspended Dr. Maile Trinh, saved that patient's life, they are still pursuing her, trying to find her, trying to get her deregistered. It is an absolute disgrace that this oppression of freedom of clinical practice is going on. I will not have it. I know that Dr. Trinh will not have it. And with the blessings and the glory of God, may she get a victory in the tribunal and put to bed all this intimidation and bullying from the Medical Council, AHPRA, and the Healthcare Complaints Commission. So I wish Dr. Maile Trinh all the blessings in the world and hope she can get a successful outcome soon. Also, a shout out to Dr. Mark Hobart down in Melbourne, who's still labouring on with his suspension. Just absolutely outrageous, the amount of time that this suspension has been going on for with Dr. Hobart. If you're not aware, he was suspended for giving exemptions to the vaccines. Now, exemptions for vaccines for patients is a very normal thing. It's a regular thing that doctors are able to do. It is outrageous that a doctor has been suspended, lost his livelihood, lost his practice, all because he was making clinical decisions about who should and shouldn't have the vaccines. That's what a doctor is supposed to do. So my heart goes out to Dr. Hobart, is still carrying on. I'm one of the lucky few that have fought the system and have won. Dr. Hobart, Dr. Trinh still fighting on, so God bless them both. News coming up. I shall announce updates with how my campaign is traveling in this episode 9. But thanks, as always, I must give glory to God, who is guiding me in this journey. And I thank him so much for blessing me and giving me this opportunity to try and serve the Australian people. Will I make it to the Senate? We shall find out. The election has not been announced yet. The word on the street is we're looking at a May 3rd election date. Whatever it may be, we will have 33 days of official campaigning. We're going to have the call flutes up. We're going to have the marketing online. I'm going to be out talking to people, doing events, and together, by getting the word out, liking, sharing, subscribing, get the message out that the Great Australian Party and Dr. William Bay is there for the little person, is there to lower the cost of living, is there to make sure we have freedom of speech, and we can and will win. Speaking of call flutes, I'm very pleased to announce that somebody gave a donation to the Great Australian Party, specifically for Queensland, to get us 1,000 call flutes. So we're going to be up there. We're going to be fighting with the majors. We're going to be making sure that the Uniparty goes down. We want no votes going to the Uniparty in the Senate. You can vote above the line. You choose 6 candidates, 6 parties of your preference, and you can ensure that the majors don't get in at all. You do not need to preference them all. That's a great thing. And this opportunity this year, we can have as many freedom candidates as we want. Speaking of freedom candidates, on April 12th, we have the Queensland Senate Forum. Just putting that up on the screen now. And this is an opportunity for you to come and meet your candidates in person, to see if they're the metal or the mark of the man or the woman that you want to get into the Senate. There'll be myself, Harry Fong, Jared Rennick, and Malcolm Roberts. Tricky will be there, and Jim Wilmont. Interestingly, the Uniparty, Labor, Liberal, declined to attend, and so did the Greens. So I think that's really rude that they would not take the time to attend this well-established and well-recognised forum to meet the people. Labor, Liberal, what are you afraid of? You got $25 million each in electoral funding. Why are you so afraid to send your candidates down to meet the people? I mean, they have 3 candidates each, I believe, but not one of them can attend. Very strange things indeed. But come on down to the Spring Life Conference Centre at 178 Springwood Road on Springwood. You've got to make a booking via Try Booking. It is free, and I would love to see you there on that day. And if you are interested in making sure that somebody like me, a doctor who has fought the system and won, can then get into the Senate and bring back the Commonwealth Constitution, bring back reforms in the judiciary, make sure that everybody's getting a fair go in this country, you can either make a donation to the Great Australian Party on our website, greataustralianparty.com.au, or how about helping out on election day or even pre-polling day? Please send me an email to william.bay@greataustralianparty.com.au, william.bay@greataustralianparty.com.au, volunteering to hand out how to vote cards on the day, and that will make all the difference in the world. Just a couple of hours of your day, and we can get Australians to vote for me and the Freedom Parties above the line 1 to 6, and we can get the Uniparty out of there, which would be absolutely great. Remember, we are not divided. We are united. The Libertarian Party, the Heart Party, People First. We are coming together to make sure that the people know that we support each other in this quest for freedom. We've had enough of this tyranny. We've had enough of this totalitarian approach and this big daddy approach to getting government in our faces for everything we do, whether it's in the doctor-patient relationship, with how our land is managed, or just choosing what to eat and drink. We are sick and tired of the government wasting our money on regulations and taxes to control everything we do. We are adults and we can look after ourselves. We can look after our own children. We do not need the government telling us what to do every single day. I, for one, I am sick of it. And I'm sure many of you out there are sick of it too. So vote for somebody like me who is going to get in there, disrupt the system, just like I disrupted AHPRA and the medical board, and we will make changes to make Australia a much better place to live, have a job and be happy, grow a family and be free and great country once again. Other positive news in my campaign this week, I have been offered a free location, a building, a conference centre to hold a rally. So I'm going to be very much looking forward to doing a speech, a political rally, and that. I'll have to work out the logistics coming up. We do have the speeches in Hervey Bay coming up this Saturday, the 29th of March, with Dylan Oakley's Freedom Has a Voice. Very much looking forward to that. And I'm pleased to announce that Rise Up Australia, led by Graham Healy, has very kindly organised a fundraiser for myself. And I'll just see if I can bring up that image file. I should have prepared that one earlier, but here we go on the fly. Let's see if that works. Yes, that's coming up now. So fundraiser for myself. So if you'd like to come down, meet me personally, have dinner with me in Indooroopilly in Brisbane, that will be on April 13th from about 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock. It's just $30. All of that money will be donated to the Great Australian Party, which will help candidates around Australia and predominantly me here in Queensland. Drinks and food will be your own, but I would love for you to come on down to, I believe it's Yum Cha Cuisine in Indooroopilly Shopping Centre on Sunday, the 13th of May. Bookings can be made on the website of Rise Up Australia, which is riseupaustraliabrisbane.com. riseupaustraliabrisbane.com. I'll also be promoting this quite heavily over the coming weeks on my social media as well. One more thing I'd like to mention is that we need to ensure our freedoms in this country so we do not become like China. You may have seen my video of me being arrested in front of the AHPRA building at 180 Ann Street in Brisbane on the 23rd of May, 2023. That was for merely exercising free speech. I took that to court. I represented myself. I won because we do have the right to political speech in this country. That's in the Constitution and implied. And it was a disgrace that they arrested me. But, they can't stop me because the more we exercise our free speech, the more we have it, the more we will show others that we have this right. And that is what we've got to do to maintain our freedoms in this country, is keep exercising our rights or we are going to lose them. So AHPRA needs to stop with this intimidation, and together, all doctors working together, speaking freely, we can make this a much better country and healthcare system for all. You may have heard of seeing RFK Jr. in the United States. He is looking to make America healthy again. I'm looking to make Australia healthy again, and I really want to do that. I want to make Australia healthy again. I'm working on improving my health and fitness at the moment, and I want to make Australia better by making freedom in our medical system, choices more empowering for the patients, decentralized medicine, and of course, as I announced the other day, the Great Australia Party is for the full legalization of cannabis. That is the growing of cannabis, the medicinal use of cannabis, and even the recreational use of cannabis, because after all, it is just a plant in the ground. So why is government getting in our face for that? Thank you very much for listening to me this afternoon on episode 9 of The Quest and the Journey to the Top. I am the victorious Dr. William Bay, your humble servant to serve the people of Queensland. Please come down and meet me in one of these events I've announced today. But for this evening, good night, God bless, and let us make Australia great again. The end. At least now.